So you guys are getting ready to leave. You're leaving today.
Right.
What are your thoughts and your expectations heading to Florida?
We take off at 4 o'clock today, and real excited to get down there to the warm weather. It's been months and months and months of preparation. Indoors, throughout the fall, off-season voluntary workouts, this preseason, and obviously indoor at the rec center. But really just getting down there and figuring out kind of who we are and where we're at. And we've got a lot of guys that are fighting for positions. Pretty deep pitching staff, but we've got to figure out different roles that guys are going to be best suited for, and really get some momentum coming back up to start our conference play. And also, the healthy competition we have at certain spots where some positions are still kind of wide open, and really letting these guys see all their hard work from this full year and being invested in making the sacrifices they've made. And the progress they've made coming to fruition and playing good baseball down south. That's the goal. The goal is obviously to win every game, but also kind of figure out what we need to get better at, and have some positions that are kind of up in the air solidified.
So you guys have 8 games in 6 days. How do you keep the guys fresh, focused through that stretch there?
I think our conditioning is always paramount in this program. The strength conditioning, the sprint work. Everything we do, I feel like we're very, very well conditioned. Going down to Florida, these guys will be playing a lot of games in a short amount of time, but I think they're ready for it. We're not going to ask them to do anything they're not conditioned for. They'll also have developmental games where guys will have a chance to go down and maybe work on a position that they need to get better at. But just making sure they get enough sleep, curfew times obviously, making sure they get breakfast, post-game recovery time, dynamic stretching. Just making sure they take care of their bodies and be responsible and keep in mind that this is a business trip and we're down there to win games and get better.
Aside from the games, obviously, you guys have anything else planned? Any team bonding, anything, trips or anything along those lines?
We've got a total of 12 games in the time we're down there between developmental games and 9 varsity. So there's not a lot of time. We do have a team dinner that alumni was gracious enough to donate money to cover a team dinner at Gators Dockside down there in Florida. So we'll have a team dinner, and a lot of families will come to that on Monday night. So that's pretty much our one team outing. Other than that, it's a lot of baseball, which is exciting.
And how has the training leading up to it, how's it gone thus far?
It's gone great. I feel like we're as prepared as we could possibly be. Being indoors is always a little bit of a challenge, but we spent a lot of time designing our practices to be as efficient as possible, as proficient as possible. And I feel like we've covered everything we can cover. We've got a ton of live ABs, a ton of spending time doing the things we do the most as far as defense, live ABs, getting our pitch counts up, covering some team aspects of team offense, team defense, but really just getting these guys in great shape to go down there on a positive note and compete and kind of see where we're at before we come back up and take our Illinois trip and then start our conference play.
So, what are your expectations for the season? So when you guys come back from Florida, you guys
Right.
March 14th you start up. What are your expectations?
Expectations are high. I honestly feel like this is our strongest and our deepest team we've had in my 2 years, going into my 3rd year here. Pitching staff, as I alluded to earlier, is by far we have more depth. We just have to figure out what roles certain guys are going to be in. We solidified some defensive positions that have been an Achilles heel in the past, which is huge in this league when it's all about pitching and defense early on, with the weather being a factor. And then offensively, we're very dynamic, more dynamic than any team we've had going into this 3rd year. We can score runs in a lot of ways. Before the weather warms up and the balls start carrying in the gaps, we got a lot of ways we can score runs because of our team speed. So I'm excited. We need to stay healthy, keep working hard, keep working on getting better at some of the things that we need to improve upon, and we'll see some of those things when we're down in Florida and in Illinois prior to opening up with Alma.